Hey guys, welcome. This is a multi-purpose video. This is going to be a review of a Garmet bag, a Garmet duffel bag, but I'm also going to show you how I've packed, and I'm going to explain some of the items in there are X-treme thrifted, if you've been watching any of my X-treme thrifting videos. So this video is kind of a culmination of a lot of different things that I've been talking about, but anyway, you know that I like travel backpacks. And they're great when your clothes don't need to worry about being wrinkled. You know, if you're just going and hanging out with friends for like a week or something, you can pack things and roll them up inside one of those travel backpacks. But I really wanted a Garmet duffel bag, but I had a few reasons why I never bought one. This one is one that I got my husband about a year ago. And he's already broken the zipper. And that's actually one of the reasons why I didn't want a bag like this. But another reason I didn't want a bag like this is because if I'm going to travel with one bag on an airplane, which this trip I'm taking this time is not going to be on an airplane. If I were traveling on an airplane, I would pack differently. But we're going to be driving. My husband has a business trip thing, and I have to pack for a bunch of different events. So this is not a capsule wardrobe that I have packed. It's going to be, because we have to change clothes 2 or 3 times a day. That's what I have packed in here. So this is not capsule wardrobe, but it's still a one bag travel. And if I had packed this differently, the reason I want a Garmet bag is so that I can bring clothes that I can hang and they won't get completely wrinkled. Like, they're gonna be a little bit wrinkled, but I like the idea of having the garment packed around the outside like these Garmet bags do. But one of the biggest drawbacks of the reasons why I never invested in one, I got this one for my husband just because I knew he'd have to travel with suits, but it's like 22 inches, which is the extreme measurement for a carry-on, not a personal item. A personal item is 18 inches. And this is what always frustrated me about that, is because this is a Garmet bag, I get it, but a hanger is only 16.5 inches wide. So why are all these Garmet bags so dang wide? Like, can't you make a Garmet bag that's 18 inches so that it can qualify as a personal item? Like, how hard is that? Well, it turns out that this bag is actually 18 inches. So that's what I'm gonna get into, is I wanted a Garmet bag that if I'm going to do one bag travel, the whole point of one bag travel is that you're packing in a personal item size, not a carry-on size, duh. That's the whole point. So, another reason that I don't like this style of the Garmet bag is for the reason that I just showed you. This zipper breaks all the time because to open it, you have 1, 2 zippers over here. You have 1, 2 zippers over here. And then you have this zipper on top that is really, really difficult to try to get it. You know, once you've packed it all up, you zip these 2 zippers up, and then you have to try to like get this zipper to stick, and it breaks, you know? Like, this one won't even come out. So my husband can't even use this as a Garmet bag anymore. He can't even zip it up. He still takes it to the gym, which I'm gonna make him throw it away, because I have another one of these. I'm gonna give it to him. So shh, don't tell him, it's a surprise. Anyways, those are the reasons why I haven't been looking at a Garmet duffel bag. It's because they're not personal item size, they're carry-on size, and their zippers are way too convoluted and confusing. Well, guess where I found this one? You'll never guess. I found it on Temu. Okay, so I have it packed for like 4 or 5 days, which this is way too much for 4 or 5 days. I realize that, but as I said, I'm going to be changing 2 or 3 times a day because we have all these different events that we have to attend. All right, now you see I have it packed up kind of smushed like this, but let me go ahead and tell you what I really like about this as opposed to the other bag. First of all, it fits the dimensions if you don't overpack it. It fits the dimensions of a personal item. So it's 17, maybe 18 inches at the most. And then it's about, when you don't overpack it, it's 8 inches that way. And when you don't overpack it, it is 11, 12 inches that way. So it will fit within the measurements of 18 by 14 by 8, right? So that's what I like about it. Second of all, the zipper makes so much more sense, which I'll get to in a second. But before I get into that, you'll see I have some straps that are kind of tied around it, and that's just to kind of keep it together. So let me explain this. So the bag came with these hand handles, and it came with a shoulder strap that I have strapped around it. And the reason I have it strapped around is so that it can tighten it down a little bit so it's not so big. So if I were gonna travel with this, first of all, I would not overpack it like this. This is only, like I said, because of the events that we're gonna be handling. But it came with this shoulder strap, which is a decent strap. What I like about it is it's got metal hardware. Some of these bags, even like base bags, will have like kind of heavy duty plastic. But for Temu, I mean, I was kind of like, way to go Temu, because these are actually metal. I had a shoulder bag one time that totally broke because it was plastic. The shoulder strap broke off. But anyway, so it comes with that shoulder strap, and it comes with these handles. Now you'll also see that I have added backpack straps. Okay, so that is if I would be taking this on a plane. I've added these backpack straps so that I could carry it like a backpack. That's the one function that I wish it came with, was the backpack straps itself. So I did have to buy these, but these backpack straps actually cost almost the same price as the bag. The bag was on sale on Temu for like $13, and it came with the compression cube inside, which I'll show you. But these backpack straps are like an additional $13, which is fine because I can use these for other bags as well. But I'm gonna take them off for the time being so that you can see what the bag looks like in and of itself. I just added these backpack straps to give you an idea in case you wanted a version that was a backpack. All right, so let's look at the bag on the back. So it has the trolley pass-through, which is great, but I'm probably, if I use this for traveling again, it's either going to be for these kind of business trip events like with my husband where we drive in a car, so I'm probably not gonna bring a carry-on with a trolley handle. But what I like too is that this trolley pass-through has a separate pocket right here that's not part of the pass-through. Like some of those base bags have the zipper, or like Nomad Lane has a zipper on the bottom that you can make this into a pocket. But if I want to use it as a trolley pass-through, then I can't use it as a pocket. So if I have stuff in there, I have to like figure out where to put that stuff if I want to put it on my trolley handle, you know what I'm saying? So this one has the advantage of just having the pocket on the trolley pass-through, so I like that feature. All right, coming to the front, we have 3 pockets. One that's just a slide pocket. This pocket where I have put a fancy belt because I need this for a dress that I'm going to show you in a second. I have had this belt since college, so I don't know how much it was. What's the brand? It's like Banana Republic or something. It's oh, Ralph Lauren. It's suede, whatever. And then here's my washing line that I showed you in my gadget video that nobody talks about. Incidentally, there's what's her name? Build Your Moxie, Claire. One of her most recent videos, she finally talked about this, and I'm like, oh, okay, you stole my idea. I see how it is. All right, and then in this pocket, this is a really long pocket, and so you can put a lot of stuff in this front pocket. I don't know that it would hold a tablet very well because it's not padded, but there's no organization in it. It's just a long pocket. I just have a book in there that I'm hoping that I'm gonna read. I think I've put this book in the past 3 traveling videos and I still haven't read it. Okay, so now let's get to, I'm gonna take this shoulder strap off just because it's in the way. All right, now this is the reason to buy this bag, is not only because it's small and it will fit as a personal item, but also because instead of having 5 really weird zippers that you have to deal with just to get into your bag, and then you have to figure out how to get that one. And even when you get these ones closed, they don't even close all the way. There's still a hole right there. So it's super duper annoying. Whoever came up with this design is a genius. It's one continuous zipper, which is also cool because if you have this under the plane seat in front of you, like if you stick it in under the plane seat in front of you like this, you can just turn the zippers to you this way, and that way you can get into the bag that way. Or if you have it under the plane seat like this, you can put the zippers here to the front and you can get into it that way easily. Easy to get into. Anyways, it's one continuous zipper, which is like, duh, that's how you should have made it to begin with. All right, and I really like that the garment part has this hook that once you've taken all the stuff out and you have all your dresses and stuff hanging here, you don't even have to have a closet. You can just hang the whole thing up. I'll explain that a little more in a second in case that doesn't make any sense. Oh, you know what? I want to get into the shoe compartment first just because I want to take these shoes out. These are my fancy shoes for the night where we're going to have like a fancy cocktail dinner. So these are some fancy shoes. Let me get those out of the way. All right, so this is what the whole garment bag looks like. It comes with this packing cube, which is kind of big, but it fits a whole lot of stuff. Like I have way too much stuff packed in here, but I'm gonna be wearing everything that I've packed, seriously. But I'll also, actually, let me put this back in here. Let me show you something. All right, so the way I have this packed in here is all my clothes, and then I have my toiletry bag that I do that little secret where you open it up so it's clamshell. You open the clamshell part up, because if I didn't have it open like a clamshell, it wouldn't fit in there. It's too bulky. So if you open it up like this, you can slide it in. Anyways, this is my toiletry bag. I'm not going to go through that because you've seen what's in my toiletry bag before. The coolest part about this toiletry bag is not only do you unzip it and you can hang the whole thing, so you don't have to have counter space, but this is what I super love about it, is that it has this jewelry organizer. So I don't have to bring an extra jewelry organizer and I don't have to keep up with, you know, all these little bags of things. I hate that because it stresses me out. I'm always afraid I'm gonna lose my jewelry. And so it's just one with my toiletry bag, and that way I only have one thing to worry about. All right, so let's get those out, and let me put this hook up here, and I'm gonna just go ahead and unzip this whole thing so that I can talk about the different items that I have packed. All right, so this bag, as I said, when you get to your destination, you can hang this part up, and then you don't even have to have a closet, and all your clothes are hanging nicely, okay? It has this little zipper pocket on the top, which businessmen will use this pocket to put their ties. But I have a bunch of these foldable hangers that I've shown you in past videos. I have a bunch of foldable hangers in here just in case the hotel doesn't have enough hangers for my stuff. Now you might ask, why don't you just put all the clothes on the hangers and hang them with the hangers? And I'll show you why, okay? There's all my hangers right there in that pocket. And what I like too is The hangers are gonna go with the clothes, so that way I don't have the hangers in some other pocket where I have to like remember where they are. They can just be right there. Oh, also, I do love that this is a metal hook. That's key. Okay, all right, so I'm opening this up and I will show you this whole thing. It's super cool. All right, we'll get to that in a second. All right, so so on either side, this was the shoe pocket where I took those fancy shoes out. And you know, you can use these for shoes, you can use them for dirty laundry, or you can just fold it up off to the side and not use it at all. This side has a mesh pocket on it. And so this is actually cool because you can put your charger, like if your phone is running out of batteries, put your charger there, stick your cord through this hole, and then charge your phone in this pocket. What I like about that is because some of those backpacks will have the charging port, but they don't have a pocket for you to keep the stuff in, you know? So it's kind of like, why do I have a charging port that's just the cord's just gonna be, I have to hold my phone in place. So it's really nice that they have that pocket there and that pocket there for that purpose. Now, this is what I also like about this bag is that some of these Garmet bags only start here and go down the length of the bag. But this one, I think, was made for women because it extends in case you have long dresses. So it extends all the way down like that. And I think that's really a good feature. Now here is why I didn't hang all my clothes on separate hangers. Because this loop is teeny tiny, okay? So if I were going to use this loop and like wire hanger, if I was using a plastic hanger, I could probably only hang one plastic hanger in here. If I had wire hangers, I bet I could hang maybe 3. But I have more than 3 garments in here, so let me show you how I've done it in order to utilize all the features. Is I hung all of my clothes from one of these pants hangers. So I just clipped all of my clothes, and that way you can fit however many items that you want. Just keep this one hanger and hang it in here, and that way too, whenever you open your bag, if there were tons of hangers up here, it would be taking up a bunch of space, you know? So this kind of keeps the profile flatter, okay? Now, here's another trick about packing in a one bag situation is to keep all of your items as thin as possible. Now, some of these things are not going to be thin, but that's just because I needed them, and so I couldn't sacrifice the thinness. So let's go ahead, I'm going to unclip these, and I'm going to show you what I was able to pack in here. All right, if you watched my video on extreme thrifting, you'll know that this shirt was a product of a big, huge dress, which, by the way, that dress was only a medium, but it was huge, it was enormous, and I cut and I made this shirt, I made a slip, I made a bunch of other things out of that dress, but I am going to bring this. So the trick is to bring silks, especially in this hot weather, silks, and then like in warmer weather, bring like cashmere and wool, like merino wool, because it's thinner, but it's also like it's thin, but it also will keep you cool or warm or whatever. So here's the silk shirt, and I may or may not wear this little bow. This was also from that same dress, and I cut it off. I want to wear it like a little neckerchief scarf, but we'll see if that happens. Next thing is we're going to Charleston, and I don't know, for some reason I found this dress at a thrift store. I paid too much, okay? This was not extreme thrifted. This was $15. I don't know why this reminded me of Charleston. I didn't buy it in Charleston. It just, I knew we were going to Charleston, so I don't know. Cranes, I don't know what cranes and stripes have to do with Charleston, but for some reason it reminded me, and so I wanted to bring this dress because that was the whole reason that I bought it, was for this trip. All right, so this one is not, this dress is not thin. This is not what would you call it, a capsule wardrobe piece. It's got way too big of sleeves and it's cotton and it's kind of bulky actually compared to my other things. But the whole reason was for this trip, so that's why I got it. All right, the next thing is this Tahari top. This is 100% linen, and you know, Charleston's as hot as the surface of the sun, so that's why I have like linens and silks. So that's what this is for. I also have this, oh, by the way, this Tahari top cost $1. Yeah, this was $1, so that was extreme thrifted. This Madewell top, this is also silk, and it wasn't extreme thrifted, it was $3 instead of $1, but it's super duper cute and I love it, and it's super thin. You'll notice that I have kept all my colors in like the blues and the purples, and that's just so that if I have to mix and match, things will go together. All right, this I'm super excited about because this, you're probably gonna see this dress in future videos just because it's so versatile. So in the summer, I'm going to wear it, and I'm gonna wear it as a fancy dress for our cocktail party night. But you could also, I could also wear this as a slip under another dress, and in the fall and winter, if I wore a turtleneck under it, I could wear it like a jumper. And it's like super duper thin. I paid $3 for this. It's 100% silk, and I'm so excited about it because it's so versatile. And also what I like about it is it's a color. It's purple, but it's not obnoxious. So it adds color to the wardrobe. You know, I'm American. Americans like color. All y'all Europeans make these videos and your clothes are so boring. And I know you think that Americans are like, whatever, we're too flamboyant or whatever, but listen, I like color, but I also like the fact that it's super classy and it's an unusual color. I always like that. I've said that in past videos. If you have a cocktail dinner that you have to go to, don't wear a little black dress. That's boring. Wear something that's a color. So you're gonna see that again. Rant over. All right, and then this is a cashmere sweater. I don't usually get to bring my purple cashmere sweater because it is kind of a precise color, you know, and I usually tend to use red as my pop of color, and purple looks kind of crazy with red. So I don't usually get to bring this. So I'm kind of excited. And yes, I know that we're going to Charleston and it's really hot, but if we go to dinner in the hotel, it's gonna be freezing cold. So that's why I brought this. So it's a little bit dressier as a layer. Oh, you know what? I forgot to tell you what I'm going to be bringing as my travel clothes. So keep all of these things in mind because if I have to mix and match them, they will mix and match. This is a tank top. Oh, sorry, that cashmere sweater was $3 at a thrift store. This is a tank top from Temu, and it has a built-in bra. So as we're traveling, I love wearing these tank tops with built-in bras because you just don't have to worry about bra straps or any of that stuff. And it's nice. I love it. And I could wear this and mix and match with other items. So that was on Temu, like maybe $4, $5, I don't remember. These are a pair of wide leg cotton and linen blend pants. Wide leg, and these were part of that $5 bag thrift haul. So these were 45 cents. So these were extreme thrifted, and they're really nice because they go with a lot of things. I know I can't wear maybe some of those prints with it, but it is nice. I have 2 other bottoms that I'm gonna bring, and I'm only gonna be there, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So 5 days, and 2 of those are gonna be travel days. So, you know, I don't have to have a ton of bottoms, but I really like these just because they are light. All right, and this is gonna be my first trip ever to use my convertible bag. And I'm really excited about that because I'm going to be able to use this as a crossbody. Oh, I have a little lock in case I need to lock stuff, like lock some of my jewelry up or something. That's what that's for. But I can wear it as a crossbody or a shoulder bag or a wristlet. I've shown you that a bunch of times. Or if I get my belt, out of this pocket, I can make it into a crossbody bag by using this belt and stretching it out and putting it through those belt loops that I've made in the back. So I could do it as a bum bag thing. I've shown you how to do that, so I'm not gonna show you now. Okay, and I'm also gonna be traveling with this as a layering piece. This is 100% linen. This was not only extreme thrifted, this was free thrifted. When I told you about those free thrift stores out there, this came from a free thrift store. It's 100% linen, and it goes with a bunch of my other stuff. And just in case, you know, like, I don't know, when I'm at the pool or something, if it's too sunny, I could wear this as a layer then. I have a costume that I have to wear, and I'm gonna wear this as a layer over that. I'll show you that in a second. So let's get into my other clothes. So let me open this out, because I think that's so neat. All right, so I have two other things to show you. This one, I think I've shown you this before. This is in lieu of a packing cube. This is actually a sun hat. So I'm gonna open my sun hat, and inside I have all of my swimming stuff that I would need. Here's my swimming skirt. Here's my swimming top, bikini top. That can also double as a bra if I need it to. I have my sunglasses. These are not my foldable sunglasses, but what I do like about these is that they're so big they can go over my regular glasses. So I don't have to bring, you know, I don't have to like take my glasses off and put my sunglasses on, and I don't have to be switching them out all the time. I can just put them on when I need them and take them off and keep my glasses on the whole time. Or I could wear contacts and just those. They're really nice and big, so they kind of look like fashion glasses, even though they go over my other glasses. They don't look like, you know how sometimes glasses that go over, like old people wear, they're kind of like amber colored and they look like visor, like if you work in construction, what are those things called? Goggles, you know, but these look like actual fashion sunglasses. And then this is a cover-up that I made from a sari when I went to India several years ago. And I think it's really, really pretty and elegant. And I haven't really worn it very often. So I'm gonna bring it on this trip, and I'm kind of excited about it. And that's why I kept my bathing suit and my hat and everything black, because I didn't want it to clash with this cover-up, because I think it's so pretty. All right, now let's talk about my clothing. All right, so this is the packing cube that actually comes with the bag. Like I said before, this and the Garmet bag all together cost between $13 and $15. I think I got credit back. I paid $15 for the bag, and then I think I got $2 credit back. So that's why I'm saying $13. Anyways, that's one of the cheapest Garment duffels I've ever seen. Most of them retail for like at least $40. So not only was the price point amazing, it fit the dimensions. I'm so excited about that. I keep saying it because I'm so excited. All right, now it comes with this packing cube, and I don't know why they did this, but this bag also has a trolley pass-through. So I guess if you didn't want to bring this duffel and you just wanted to bring a carry-on and this is your personal item, then you could do that because it fits that. And it also has the separate pocket, and this pocket actually feels really nice inside. It's almost velvety. All right, now it's really strange the way they set this up, but I'm gonna open it up. It's kind of awkward, but I like it. I still like it. So the zipper for the main compartment, instead of being like to the side where it's just deep, it's like it opens clamshell, and it's like equal parts on either side. So I'm gonna try to keep everything from falling out as I open this up. All right, so you see what I'm saying? It's kind of awkward, but everything fits. All right, so I needed to bring a beach bag because we will be going to the pool. And so this is my beach bag. I brought 4 different bras, and normally I would only pack 2 or 3, But because we'll be going to the pool, because we'll be doing all this stuff and it's super hot, then that's why I brought 4 bras. These are merino wool, so they do dry really fast. And you've probably heard other influencers talk about merino, so I'm not gonna bog my video down with that. Here's another tank top with a built-in bra. This is probably for the trip home, but I could also wear it with a bunch of other things because it's in my color scheme. Let's see, put this down here. This is my slip, which has like a bra built into it. This has a secondary function that I'm not gonna talk about. You can fill in the blanks. I'm married, let's just say that. Okay, now here's a tank top, and this is a little trick. I sweat a lot. That's another thing too, is I'll watch all these one bag travel capsule wardrobes and I'm going, how can you wear the same things 2 or 3 times? Do you not sweat? I sweat constantly, and I don't always have time to wash my clothes out in the sink. One day I do want to travel with a capsule, and one day I promise in the future I will do that. That day is not today. Anyways, I did learn this from a friend that, especially under a silk shirt, if you have sweat running down your back and the silk sticks to it, it looks kind of nasty. But if you wear a tank top under it, then the tank top catches all of your sweat and the silk looks nice. Did that just gross you out? I hope it didn't. Anyways, I'm bringing 2 pairs of heavy socks, and the reason is because I can't sleep if my feet are cold, so that's for sleeping. This is, let's see, 5 pairs of merino blend underwear, just regular underwear, plus a pair of kind of like Spanx shorts, because it just makes me feel better under a dress if I'm sucked in. You know, if you're a woman, you understand. All right, and then this is a little blob of exercise wear in case I exercise. I may, you know, you never know, I may exercise. This is capris, and they have little pockets. I got these on Temu. Oh, by the way, this was from Temu, and this tank top was from the Dollar Rack, so that was $1. My underwear is from Temu. Anyways, these are capris. I actually hike in these when I go hiking every week, but they have pockets on either side to keep my phone, and I really like that, so I don't have to go work out with, I don't have to like take a purse or anything. I can just put my phone and my key card in these if I need to. And then I'm bringing 2 t-shirts, not because I need 2 t-shirts, but because I pulled one of them out of the drawer, and then I decided I wanted this one instead of this one, and then I was like, I don't feel like putting it back, so I just decided to pack it. All right, and then these are my pajamas. Okay, and they are 100% silk. Oh, by the way, this was, I think, a birthday present from somebody. This was from Temu, so like maybe $4 or $5. These are my pajamas. They're 100% silk. This top was from the free thrift store, so X-treme thrifting. This was extremely thrifted. And I've discovered I love sleeping in silk in the summer because it feels like nothing. And it also, I sweat. I told you that I sweat, but silk, for some reason, I think because it's organic, it doesn't smell, you know, like if you wear t-shirts to bed, they can get a little smelly. And then these, where did I get these? These were, I think these were free. I think these were from the, oh, no, these were part of the $5 bag, so these were 45 cents. But, so, anyways, they're really comfortable. All right, and then 2 bottoms are this pair of jeans that I also got at the free thrift store. They're kind of flared at the bottom. But you know what I like about them is they pack down really small. So that's why I'm bringing these for my jeans. And then these were not extreme thrifted. These were from Amazon. Back in the day, I needed linen pants and I didn't have time to go search at thrift stores. These are 100% linen. They're really nice. They were $40. but you know, that's still, in the grand scheme of things, I wear them a lot. And linen is just kind of a thing that you need in the summer. All right, now there's this really strange pocket on the back of this thing, and that's where I'm putting this costume. Like I said, I have to wear sort of a costume to one of the dinners. We're doing like a down on the farm party thing. So here's my t-shirt for that, and then I have a bandana. So this is like looking like a farmer or whatever. And then a pair of overalls, which are actually my gardening overalls, but I do use these almost like a farmer. So overalls. And then if I need to, I have this to wear over top as the layer on top of that. All right, so that's everything. And I hope this gave you some ideas. I have still found these bags. They're still on Temu. So I don't have a link because, you know, like, especially places like Temu, they're not always regular with their items. So you just have to search it, okay? But it is one of the, if you search Garmet duffel bag, it's one of the first ones that pops up. So you should be able to find it. All right, thanks for watching. I hope it gave you some ideas, and happy travels.